Welcome Pisces, this is your May 4th to May 10th reading, and I did timestamp this because I did want to include in the major astrological influence for you this week, and that's going to be Venus sextile Pluto. So this is like a deep emotional aspect that's going to help to unlock your psychic insights and your soul memories. So this is about you just letting your intuition guide you, especially in relationships and as it relates to creativity and your inspirations. So it's like your spirit team is speaking very clearly to you at this time. And I just want to get a sense of how you're feeling. So we have 10 of Cups, wonderful. So this is you persevering in spite of any challenges that are coming your way, and also really working on choosing your attitude as you are going through your trials and tribulations, those lessons that you designed for yourself. This is you really choosing to have a better attitude and choosing to learn really quickly what the lessons are so that you can go ahead and move on. We also have the Four of Pentacles here. So you may also be feeling like you are sort of battling the head versus the heart in some cases here. It may be beneficial to you. And so I feel like this is going to depend on the perspective of who's watching this, essentially. So some of you could be more... you could use your heart more in decisions, and others of you could use more of your logical brain in decisions. Logical brain, you know what I mean. Like you could be more logical in your decision-making process. So just whatever resonates with you, take heed to that. This is also a time where you can make sure that you're running things through both areas. So you can look at it from a logical perspective, but also look at it from, the heart center space and run it through your heart chakra. So there's definitely balance here that could help you be and make the best decision for you. Okay. What else? We have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so it's wonderful that we have the Pentacles and the Cups at the 10 level coming out for you. So there's also opportunity here for you to experience emotional fulfillment as well as financial fulfillment. So something may come through for you, may receive some funds or a decision coming through, or you could find out that you have some money coming towards you. This could also be like an opportunity to increase your finances in some way as well, or you may even be coming to the revelation that, okay, if I do this or I go down this path or I take on this work, then that's going to be very lucrative for me. So this is about you really opening your mind and opening yourself up to any financial possibilities that can come your way that can increase your generational wealth and your financial foundation. So give me one more here. So we have the Two of Pentacles, and you'll have to decide. You will have to decide what is right for you and what path you want to go down. Because for some of you, I see like this could be like a second job you may be thinking about, or like a side hustle that you may want to explore. But you will have to decide, because there are going to be highs and lows with that. There is going to be inspired action and work involved with that. So you are going to have to decide, is this the path I want to go down? Is this right for me? And let's get you a little bit of advice here before we move on. So you making sense of things. So that's something that you will decide within yourself. What is the best option for you? And that can only come from you looking within, you connecting with your intuition and source, and you allowing yourself to be open and receive those messages of guidance and wisdom from your higher self, from source, and you also utilizing your intuition. And surrendering to the process. Okay, so get out of your head and get into your heart is what I'm hearing. So definitely get those self-care practices in, and also with this message of hope. You're being guided to stay positive and dream. And that's not hard for you, Pisces, because you are a dreamer. So you know what can happen. You know the abundance and the blessings that can come to you. So visualize that. Put that out into the universe as something that you do desire. And now he is going to start playing with his toys. So I do apologize with the squeaking in the background. So, all right. So let's move to challenges. Okay. So we have the Princess of Cups here. All right, wonderful. So you may be experiencing a little bit of challenge as it comes to, so you are very creative, and you may be experiencing like a little challenge as it comes to that. So you may not be feeling as creative or feeling like, you know, this is a fun and playful time for you, because you kind of are working through some things and figuring out what you want to do and how you want to move forward and what's the best path for you. So the creativity, the fun, that may step to the side a little bit. You may let go of that a little bit during this process, but you are being guided to try to incorporate that in as much as you can. So if there are moments that you can take, or you can do some coloring, you can do some journaling, you can do your yoga, you can do your meditations, definitely get those practices in. And particularly those ones that are going to make you feel more creative, like coloring, drawing, sculpting, painting, whatever those things are that you like to do. Get that in, because that's going to help you to relax. It's going to help you to replenish yourself, body, mind, and soul, so that you are more connected and you are able to receive that guidance and those messages easier. Okay, and we also have the devil here. Okay, so you have to be aware of the temptations that are coming out as well this week. So you may be guided. Okay, so say you do have this side hustle that you want to pursue. You may be guided to just kind of veg and chill and not do any work on it. Okay, so you have to be mindful of that, because that is going to come up as a challenge that's going to surface for you. So you'll have to decide, like, how important is this to you? Do you really want and desire that? Because I feel like you have these goals in mind that's going to get you to the 10 of Cups, to the 10 of Pentacles, to emotional and financial fulfillment and satisfaction. But it is going to take some inspired work, and you may have and be distracted. You may have some distractions that come up and be distracted from your path here. So just be aware of that, so that you can recognize that. We also have the Queen of Swords here. Okay, so also your communication. Okay, so we know you're going to say exactly what's on your mind. You're not going to sugarcoat it. Just try to be a little more mindful. Call in some more divine feminine aspects into that communication, so you're communicating constructively, and that you're able to have conversations where you're taking out the emotion and you're really focusing and sticking on the information and exchanging the information in a constructive way, so that your voice is heard. Because if you do that from an emotional perspective, your voice may not be heard. And what's going to really show is the emotions that you're using, as opposed to the message. So this is really calling on you to be clear and direct in your communications, but also be compassionate, be empathetic, and be emotionally intelligent in the way that you communicate. Okay, so what else? So we have the Four of Wands. Yeah, so this is you. You may be experiencing a little trouble walking through that portal. So there's definitely new chapters, new opportunities that are becoming available to you. So you've closed out some old cycles. Like, the old is no longer here. It's over with. You're at the 10 space here. You completed that. You have fulfillment there. So now this is like, what's next? The universe is asking you, what is next? What's our next chapter going to look like? What is that going to include? And you with the Four of Wands here, that can result in a lot of financial abundance, opportunity, and success. A lot of emotional fulfillment and contentment and joy. Okay, so you have success here waiting for you. You just need to step through the portal. Okay, what else? So we have the Tower. Okay, and it may require some transformation and change. So you may have a little bit of difficulty with accepting that and being open to that. The more you accept it, the more you're open to it, the more you change your viewpoint on it. Because if there's something that you need to do and something that you're working towards, if you're viewing it negatively, you're defining it as negative, there's nothing good that's going to come out of it. It's just going to cause you a lot of pain and trouble and hassle and stress and anxiety. Then of course that's what you're going to get back, because the universe is going to show you exactly what you're showing the universe. That's all it is a mirror. Okay? But if you embrace that change and you say, you know what? I have to go through this. I have to step through a new portal because the old is gone. It's over with. I've mastered it. So now it's time to take on some new things and to continue to raise my frequency and to grow and to evolve into a higher being. Right? So what is that new chapter going to look like for you? And you know it has to happen anyway. So it's about embracing that. Embracing the new chapter. And defining what it's going to look like for you, as opposed to just letting things happen. Okay. All right. So let's see here where we go. Let's go here. Get some oracles. Okay. So you surrounding yourself with protective energy. So if you do any energy work, and for me, it's mostly about Reiki. So I'm a Reiki master, but call on that energy, that supportive, that unconditionally loving, healing energy, and connect with that and allow yourself to be replenished through that and refill your cup so that you are strong enough, you are brave enough to conquer any challenges that come your way, any contrast that comes your way. You can handle it. And also, I love this curiosity. So we talked about you embracing the new, embracing new beginnings, new changes, not new changes, embracing change with curiosity. And that's going to be most beneficial to you to view it that way, to view it as, you know, this is limitless. What I can accomplish, what I can achieve, there are no limits. So you also being vulnerable and calling on those divine feminine aspects is going to be helpful to you as well. It's going to help you have that compassion and understanding with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Recognize and realize, like, this isn't easy, right? We took on this assignment of life here on earth, and we know it's not going to be easy. So be patient with yourself throughout this process. And allow yourself to embrace all of the beauty of the change that's coming towards you and the blessings that are coming towards you and the knowledge and wisdom and information, because there's a lot of guidance. And the white roses, I think that's a white rose, but anyway, white flowers in the tarot, they typically mean blessings that are coming towards you. So this is a huge white rose, and even though this is an oracle, but still same thing. Huge white rose. So blessings coming to you in time. So we know that you have the chance to be successful. You have the opportunity to be successful here. So it's just about your attitude and embracing what comes to you and making the best of it, because it's all for your highest good. Okay, so let's look at your wants and desires. Excuse me. All right, so we have the Princess of Swords. Okay, so you definitely are calling on that courageous, brave energy. And I feel like you also want to be just very clear and direct with the universe as far as what you're desiring and what you're wanting and what you're wishing and hoping for. We also have the Ten of Swords here. So I feel like you also want to release any burdens, any fear, any doubt, any of those old patterns and belief systems that just aren't serving you. I see that you do want to let those things go. And it can be said and done. Okay. So we have the Seven of Wands here as well. So you may be, so I know Pisces, you are never going to back down from a lively discussion, we'll call it. You're not going to back down from that. And you may even be like ready for it, anticipating it, like, yeah, bring it on. You know what I'm saying? So that may be the energy that you're in. But I would take this energy and utilize it for something positive, which could really be you working through things in a constructive way, and also utilizing all of that strength and power that you have to create beautiful, positive, wonderful results, and staying in a higher frequency, or really choosing your mood as you are working through the challenges and the conflicts. And I am so sorry. I don't know why he picks now to start playing with toys, but all right. Let's see what else here. So let's move to your potential outcomes here. Okay, so we have the star here. All right. Yeah, because I do want to try to get you these messages. He's like right under the table. Okay, so we have the star here. All right, so yeah, wonderful. I love to see that, because this is like your renewed sense of hope and faith, and you feeling reinvigorated and re-inspired, and really walking through this portal as a different version of you, as on a higher frequency, a more knowledgeable, educated, spiritual you. So she looks very confident. She looks very powerful. She has her crown chakra open. We know that third eye is open. And she's like a magnet for anything that she desires. Okay. What else? So we have the Eight of Swords here. So you're also able to really see what you're able to see clearly. So I'm feeling like this Queen of Swords here again, with you just really being able to see what there is to see and know what there is to know outside of just the physical reality. So this is you like taking the blinders off and being completely honest with what's happening and what you need to do, and the choices that you have, the options available to you, and how you can grow and improve and be more aligned with your authentic self. So this is you coming into that realization of that's something that you do want to do, and you may feel and be presented with like energy of feeling restricted or powerless, or you don't have what it takes, but you know that's not true. So anything you know is not true, let it go and reframe it into what is true. You are, your eyes are open. You do see beyond just what's in front of you. Okay, so yeah, definitely reframe that, especially as you're stepping into new chapters. You don't want to bring that type of energy into those new chapters. What else? So we have the Six of Cups here. Okay, so there could be soul family that is available to assist and support you and help you. So just be open to that. There may even be a friend or a romantic lover that comes back from the past here. You could also be thinking about the past and how things were wonderful for you at certain moments in time. And you can like call on that energy to not only just make you feel good, but also to show you like what you did to be successful. Okay, so when you identify that, then you can take that and you can do more of that in this new chapter, right? Yeah, that's taking that knowledge and wisdom and also those lessons that you learned as well. Take all of that into the new chapter and make that part of this new version of you. There may also be opportunity here for you to work with your inner child and do some healing there, or just check in, see how they're doing, make sure that they're enjoying themselves, having a good time, make sure they feel safe and protected. And if not, you can reassure them. And you can do that through like meditations or any other practices that you do have to connect with your inner child. But that is also something that's coming up here as an opportunity for you. And then we also have the Princess of Pentacles here. So we see you becoming more enthusiastic as time goes on about this new chapter, this new portal, these new beginnings. And there's also opportunity for like a new business venture, income, new position, new job. This could be a new project. And it could also be love. Could be love for some of you. But yeah, there's definitely new beginnings coming towards you. And you're going to start to feel more enthusiastic and more open to that and more inviting of that. And you're going to be open to embracing that type of transformation and change because you know the positive outcomes that can result from it. Okay, so let's see what else. You continuing your spiritual studies, and that's really getting back to the where we started with you and your self-development, your spiritual growth. We have that confirmation there that you are continuing on that track and calling on your creativity, your creative abilities to help you with that process. So there may even be like some way that you can incorporate in several self-care practices, like I don't know why I'm thinking about this, but like hot yoga or something. So just, or, you know, doing yoga and, I don't know. I was going to think of something, but I couldn't think that fast. But yeah, just incorporating like two different things into one process. So I don't want to make anything up that sounds ridiculous, like yoga and eating or something. But you know what I'm saying, basically. Like be creative with your self-care practices and just do things that you love. So maybe you want to take a walk and eat or something like that. I don't know. That's not very creative, but you know what I'm saying, basically. So. And finding joy in the journey. Find joy. We know you can do that. We know you have it within you. So just tap into that. Allow yourself to be free. Allow yourself to be happy. Allow yourself to experience fun and unconditional love. Okay? And I love this card. And I would have ended with this, but I do want to go here. So this says, I love myself now. And we know that you do. Don't ever forget that. And we know that you won't. So I'm going to get 4 here, actually. So we have your strength showing up. And you potentially getting into nature. And I know some Pisces, and they love water. So I'm assuming that mainly most Pisces do love water. So maybe this is about you getting back into nature in some way. And, you know, sitting out by the beach or the lake, or just being near a body of water. Okay, so whatever way that you can get out into nature and connect with nature, do that. And we also have wisdom and strategy here. So that is wonderful, because I don't think we really talked about just your approach and what do I want to say? Like redoing that, revisiting that, revising it, refining it. So there's definitely going to be a benefit to you in looking at your strategy, looking at your thoughts and belief patterns and the old ideas that you have. So there is something with you revisiting that and changing your approach and being open and embracing new information, new ways of growing and evolving, and that being a benefit to you. Okay, Pisces? So those are the messages I have for you. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share to let me know if you found this helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.